Hello everyone. So today we have Dr. Sachin Jadhav with us. Dr. Sachin Jadhav is an hemato-oncologist and a bone marrow transplant specialist. Dr. Sachin is leading the bone marrow transplant and hematology team at HCG Enterprises. Welcome, Dr. Sachin. Uh, Dr. Sachin, there's one question which comes to everybody's mind: that what is blood cancer, and how do we identify it?
So see, cancer is when any cell in the body, it grows unnecessarily, right? For example, in our body we have bones, and inside the bones is the bone marrow. Now this bone marrow is a factory where all the blood cells are made, RBC, WBC and platelets. Bone marrow is supposed to make cells at a particular rate and then stop the manufacturing when our body has enough hemoglobin, WBC and platelets. Now if this manufacturing goes out of hand and goes out of control, and the bone marrow starts making WBCs unnecessarily, that is called as blood cancer. How is this identified? Well, there are two main things. One is we see these bad cells, cancer cells, which are called as blasts. We see these blasts in the blood and in the bone marrow when we do the right test. That is the first thing. The second thing is that because the bone marrow is filled with bad cells, the good cells are not manufactured. So hemoglobin goes down, platelet goes down, and normal WBCs also go down. Thus the patient presents with anemia, that is low hemoglobin, or infections or bleeding.
Well, that was quite informative. So, what are the kind of diagnostics or diagnostic tests which we usually do on the patient where we are suspecting blood cancer or where we want to do more diagnostic workup?
So whenever a doctor suspects that there is something wrong with the blood, and the hemoglobin is down, WBC platelets are down, sometimes the WBCs may be very high because of bad cells in the blood. At that time, the doctor will ask for some blood tests. In this blood test, what will happen in the lab is the pathologist will look under these cells under the microscope and try to make out if these are normal WBCs or are they cancerous blasts. That is the first clue. The next test which the doctor will typically ask for is a bone marrow test, where we put a needle in the bone marrow, take out a little bit of the marrow for testing, and again the pathologist will look at this bone marrow under the microscope to see if there are any bad cells. We also have more advanced tests called flow cytometry, which help us to identify exactly what is the type of blood cancer.
So, having said that, the another question which comes to everybody's mind, having understood, since you have mentioned about types, so what are the different types? Are there different types of blood cancer? And if it is so, what are different types which we usually see?
So blood cancer is broadly of two types. Either it is lymphoid or myeloid. And even in lymphoid myeloid, either it can be something that has grown chronically over many months. So it can be a chronic leukemia or it can be an acute leukemia. That means something which has developed over weeks. So in acute leukemia, the patient will typically say that, doctor, I was very fine until last month, and then I started having fever or I started being breathless. So it is acute, something that comes up quickly, or chronic, where slowly over months the leukemia is developing. It can be myeloid or it can be lymphoid. These are broadly the four types of blood cancer.
Okay. So, having understood different types, having understood how we diagnose it, how about the cure? What kind of treatment do we offer, and what kind of cure rates and we expect in this field?
So Priyank, before we look at cure, one common question that patients and relatives ask us is what is the stage. Doctor, what is the stage of cancer? Now, stage means that the cancer starts in one part of the body and then it spreads more and more and more in the body. Staging is used for breast cancer, colon cancer, etc. Blood is already everywhere in the body, so the word stage is not used in blood cancer. That is the first thing. What we, however, do is we do some tests. These are tests called as mutation analysis. With these tests, we actually try to find out the problem in the DNA of the cancer cell. DNA is a software of our cells. Now, there can be some problems, some mutations in the DNA because of which a patient may have a good chance of cure, whereas there are others where there may be a poor chance of cure. So, this is called as the initial testing, prognostication. Then treatment is typically given with chemotherapy. So, if somebody has good mutations, they have a good chance of cure, then just giving chemotherapy for about 4 to 6 months will cure the majority of patients. However, when we see poor prognostic, bad mutations, we know that this patient, even if we give chemotherapy, the cancer can come back. So, in these patients with bad mutations, poor prognostic mutations, after chemotherapy, we perform a bone marrow transplant. So, in short, treatment is either with just chemotherapy or chemotherapy followed by a bone marrow transplant.
Okay. So, you're just mentioning about cancer coming back, which we also call recurrence. So, if unfortunately that happens to any of the patient, what are the options left to them in that case?
So, first of all, let us divide this into two parts. How many patients will get a recurrence? And second, if they get a recurrence, how do we treat? Is it still curable? Right? So, first part, if we look at it broadly, then blood cancer is not considered to be incurable anymore. If we have say 100 patients on an average, then out of 100, 60 to 70 patients have a chance of cure. 60 to 70% of patients will get cured with chemotherapy, sometimes with bone marrow transplant, etc. In 20 to 30% of patients, the cancer will come back. However, in today's world, a cancer, blood cancer relapsing is not a death sentence. Still, a lot of these patients can be cured. How? Because today we have newer medicines. There are medicines which are better, they are stronger, and in spite of being stronger, they have less side effects. After these medicines are given, even if the cancer has relapsed, we can still do a bone marrow transplant and cure a minimum of 30 to 40% of patients even after the cancer comes back with just chemotherapy and transplant. Of course, I am saying just, the treatment is difficult, the treatment takes time, but there is hope.
Well, I'm very sure that the patients who are listening to us, our viewers who are listening to us, will definitely gain lot of confidence, gain lot of knowledge from this, information. So, thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sachin, for the information. And I'm very sure that everyone will get benefited with it. In case, guys, if you have any comments, any questions further, you can write down on the comment box. Thank you so much.
Thank you.